Hey, what's up guys? Frogman PvP here, and today I'm going to be checking out the new game Asurajang, giving you my first impressions and thoughts, and letting you know if I think this game is worth your time and possibly your hard-earned money. To start, Asurajang is a MOBA Battle Royale with Souls-like combat elements, releasing as free-to-play on March 27, 2025 for Xbox and PC. Asurajang is developed by Japanese developer D Zard, and as far as I can tell is their first fully released game. It also looks like they may be the publisher as well, but it's hard to tell for sure as all of their websites are in Japanese. If anyone knows for sure, please let me know in the comments below. With that out of the way, let's jump right into the game. Starting out, we're loaded into tutorial where we start to learn the game itself. We're asked to pick between two characters, however this has no bearing on the game later on, it's simply who you'll be playing in the tutorial. WASD to move, there's a jump button with spacebar, a stamina bar, a dodge button with shift, and 4 attack buttons. After learning all this, we're asked if we'd like to learn a more advanced combat tutorial, or if we'd like to jump into a battle royale match against bots. Movement is simple and easy to get used to. It's your typical battle royale where you jump in with no gear or consumables and earn them by opening chests, killing monsters, or of course killing other players. Ultimately, the last person standing wins the match. After the crushing the tutorial in about 2 minutes, I'm put into the main menu where we can start to really dig into Asurajang. Currently, Asurajang boasts a roster of 14 characters, all with very unique and interesting character designs, ranging from girls with katanas, to boys with katanas, to gray robot nurses with horns and a syringe gun, and all the way to, of course, the monkey in a giant mech suit. There's certainly a large variety of characters, at least aesthetically. Graphically, the game has anime stylized graphics that are very easy on the eyes and easy to understand what is exactly happening in the heat of the moment. The presentation I feel is very strong in this game. I really enjoyed everything I was looking at. The combat especially made me feel super powerful. I loved the feedback, the camera shake, the explosions when hitting and killing opponents made me really feel the weight and power behind all of my attacks. Moves were fast and fun to use, however, I did feel like although there was a good amount of variety to my attacks, there wasn't a big enough move list or things that I could do from moment to moment. Every character has only 3 attacks, 2 aerial attacks, 1 dodge attack, and 1 ultimate. Most of the attacks in the game are very mobile-like. All the characters have something unique that they can do, like Pera has a parry, Kaisachi has 2 unique dodges, and Dung-O has an enormous right-click attack that takes absolutely no skill, and you can just spam it over and over again against every single character without failing, and there's absolutely nothing anybody can do about it. In terms of Souls-like elements, there is a huge emphasis on stamina and stamina management, as there's no mana and no cooldowns on any attacks. The only attacks that have any sort of cooldowns are the ultimates, which simply require you to land attacks in order to rebuild your ultimate meter. I felt like the attacks were interesting and really impactful and fun to use, but it just feels like there isn't enough levers. Like, maybe every character needs a super strong attack or a get out of jail free card that has a cooldown, so they have more choices in the combat. Currently, there are only 2 modes available, Solo and Trio Battle Royale, which can be played in PvP or purely with bots. Though I would also like to mention here that there are plenty of bots in the PvP modes, unfortunately. I really hope that this trend of putting bots into PvP games ends soon. There's also a ranked 3v3 arena and custom matches, but those are both under development currently, so I wasn't able to check those out. There is only 1 map currently, with a great amount of visual variety, however it doesn't really have much else going on for it. In total, I was able to find 2 different PvE mobs to kill, 2 different chest types, 2 mythic item spawns at the beginning of every game, a randomly generated teleporter, a train, and some coin machines scattered throughout. All in all, the core of the game is decently well constructed, and it does seem like most of the hard parts of designing a game are done here and done very well. However, it is incredibly bare bones at the moment, with not much variety from match to match. Now that the gameplay loop and combat have been covered, let's talk about how this game plans to earn money. As Asurajang is a free-to-play game, I was expecting either a pay-to-win atrocity or the cosmetic-only standard we've come to expect from competitive games nowadays. Currently, the only money you can spend on Asurajang is used to unlock skins, weapons, emotes, and a battle pass that are almost purely cosmetic. The only thing you can spend money on that isn't a skin or weapon skins was unlocking characters. Starting out, 7 of the 14 characters are locked, with Shuyo being completely locked behind the battle pass. I just want to emphasize here that there is a character you cannot play unless you spend real money and buy the battle pass, which currently costs about $8 USD. However, it's also obvious that they would like you to buy the largest D credit bundles, because if you only buy the $15 3,000 credit bundle, you can purchase the battle pass and have 1,500 credits left over, which won't get you any of the other costumes. With that 1,500 credits, you can buy a weapon for 1,000 credits, but you'll still have 500 credits left over, which gets you absolutely nothing, likely making you want to spend more money. That being said, the other 6 characters you can unlock for free rather quickly via playing the game and completing some very easy missions. I did just want to say that as of making this video, they did backpedal on this, and currently you can purchase absolutely all of the characters with the in-game fight money that you earn simply by playing the game. However, I just want to say that just because they did backpedal on it doesn't mean they didn't try it in the first place and won't try it again in the future. The esports potential in Asurajang at this time is going to be very minimal and likely close to zero. There's currently no custom matches, so it's not possible for the community to hold tournaments, so the only way a tournament would be possible is if the developers themselves held one. That being said, typically Battle Royales don't have great esports potential in general, as either there's too much that can happen at one time for it to be digestible to an audience, or teams just sit around doing everything they can to avoid each other, and it's a total snooze fest. Ultimately, I believe if this game does have any esports potential, it will be in the 3v3 arena mode that is currently under development. We've covered pretty much anything Asurajang has to offer at this point, so let's move on to the pros and cons. The biggest thing I liked about Asurajang is the strong, impactful, unique combat. I haven't seen any game before use Souls-like combat in a Battle Royale. Great visuals and style, nothing to write home about, but absolutely satisfactory to me. Fun 3v3 mode to hop on with friends for short 1 to 2 hour play sessions. I truly couldn't see sitting on this game for 4 hours at a time though. Really solid bones for a game. Like I said before, all of the hardest parts of a video game seem to be really well done here. And we had some awesome, unique, fun character designs that are very memorable to me. My biggest criticism of the game right now is that there's just not enough variety at this time from match to match. It is too bare bones overall and not something that would hold my attention for more than 3 hours if I weren't making a video for it. The combat right now feels like it's missing something. Perhaps there needs to be 1 or 2 more attacks on every character, or some other lever that makes decisions harder and add more outplay potential. Currently, there's just one map with really not much to it. I simply feel like there needs to be more things to do on the map, like environmental hazards, or maybe some kind of mega vault, or just some fun things to make the map more varied. Overall, Asurajang was a fun game to sit down with and learn for a few hours, but the fun unfortunately didn't last very long. I felt like I had all the fun this game had to offer in less than 4 hours total playtime, and didn't see much reason to continue playing after that. I could see if you or your friends have an Xbox, this could be fun to hop on here and there, but as far as PC games go, I know there are just much more fully developed games out there that do a lot of the same things. Like I said earlier, I do feel like this game does have some great core mechanics to it, and I feel like what's lacking most right now is just content. I do plan on checking in from time to time to see how much more has been added, and will likely give it another try after some time has passed. That being said, it is free to play, so if it looks even the slightest bit interesting to you, I'd recommend giving it a try, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That's about all I have for Asurajang for now. Please, if you did like the video, hit that thumbs up for me as it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Let me know in the comments what game you'd like me to cover in the future, and make sure to subscribe for more PvP content. Frogman out.